Ladies and gentlemen, it is the moment you have all been waiting for. The episode that was left out. It's everything unspoken finally being spoken. Is Mr. Available still available? Where are the rest of the girls? Did the show accomplish for Colby what it was supposed to? Has Colby been hiding Hillary? I think it's time to find out. Let's do this.
Turn that frown upside down. Take your right and turn it around. Tip the bell, run up a tab. Do what I can to make you laugh. Yeah, I can see better times, high highs, you and me. Girl, I wanna be the one to undo how he done you.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from the left side, well, when you watch this, maybe the right side of the screen, Mr.
There we go.
Available.
Great to be here, Noah.
Wow. Here we are after all the magic. Matter of fact, I think we need a little bit of a scene change if Mr. Available is gonna be in the room.
I'm gonna be in here.
On the count of 3, clap with me.
Okay.
And if they notice the change, I'm gonna love it. Put it in the comments if you notice. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what do you think of that?
I like that a lot better.
Yeah.
We're here.
So, as of this moment, we're making the vlog. How long has it been since?
Since we wrapped up Mr. Available, it has been about a month and a half. It's been a while. It's been a while.
It has been a month and a half, bro.
It's been quite some time.
You've been having fun in that month and a half?
Yeah, I've been having a great time. I've been having an awesome time.
Has there been any drama or anything that's ensued in that time that like you're excited to share?
Yes. A little bit of drama, but the little bit of drama makes up for it. It's fun.
A little bit. A lot of it.
You're involved in it.
I am. I'm very involved. Honestly, I think that we should dive straight into it. Before we get into it though, I want to remind everybody out there to like and subscribe and drop a comment if you think we should do a season 2 of Mr. Available. We had a blast shooting it with you guys. If you think we should do a Mrs. Available next, drop that in the comments as well. I'm so curious what you guys think. Okay, so overwhelmingly, the audience that loves the vlogs loved Mr. Available.
I'm glad. I'm glad that they liked it.
It took a second for them to get into it, but once they got it, like, they locked, bro.
I bet.
They locked.
It's fun to watch. I watched it a little bit. It's interesting. You do fall in love with it. Put a comment down if you like did what I did, and while I was watching it, I even picked sides. I was like, oh. I did, because I didn't see any other than girls' perspectives. So when I was watching, I was like, oh man, Ray.
I think we should get into it.
Let's do it.
But I think we should start with their questions because they had some really good ones. So to clarify, on my personal Instagram, Noah Schnacky, links right there, we asked a poll from our audience to see if anybody had any questions that were still living in the universe of Mr. Available that we could go and answer so that we could put everyone's minds at bay. All right, so the first question is from Iconic.
This is an iconic question.
Is it staged?
Yes.
Or not?
Yes, it is.
No, it's
but not in the way that you think. No, like, honestly, not in the way that you
Okay,
think.
give me the honest truth.
It's staged in the idea that Noah went and got 7 different girls, like the different sets and where we were going. That was all pre-planned. But the idea of me meeting these girls, I never talked to them beforehand. I didn't know who they were, like showing up. I didn't know the things that we were going to do. And so from an aspect, yes, it was staged, but the responses and how we were all acting and the girls and my conversations with the girls, like I genuinely was getting to know them. And so like I was left in the dark for a lot of this, so a lot of my reactions and stuff were not staged at all. But it was fun. So it was staged in the idea that it was pre-planned and locations and stuff, but reactions and conversations and how the girls reacted with each other, that was not.
So sets were staged, but love was not.
Yeah.
Referring back to my handy dandy Instagram poll, the second question is from London Williams. She asked, did Colby have any feelings for Katie?
Katie?
Yeah.
Katie was great. No.
Can we relive some of our favorite moments with Katie really quick?
Relive our favorite moments with Katie?
Let's relive some.
Let's do it.
All right, cool.
Let's do it. That's what I wore?
That's what you wore. 100%.
Wow.
So here's what's crazy to me.
I am from
Oh
Florida.
my gosh, dude, these shots are like
shots
bringing me back. Did you really like
Party trick!
You really cracked the bottle on the corner of the table.
Heck yeah, bro.
This is one of my favorite nights.
This was a fun night. I enjoyed this night a lot. You know what I loved about this?
Yeah.
This is my element. You know, this is my life. This is something that we do on a regular basis. We grab the jet skis and we go. And we sit at a picnic table like that. And so it was really a lot like I was in my element with things that I did a lot. So that was bringing Katie into my life, which is super cool.
So this was a really special part of the night, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It was just getting dark, so they didn't even get to experience the full thing, but you guys went out on the jet ski. Let's take a look.
We're in the middle of the lake. So, have you ever done anything like this?
No, this is my first time.
No? You've never done anything like this?
No, this is a spectacular. It's such a crazy date.
Really? This was really funny to me.
Really?
Right? I'm like a vlogger. So like when I'm watching this, I feel like I was recording a vlog. I really do. I got the camera. What do you think? Here we are. Adjust the hat, looks at the camera.
You guys look really natural right there.
It was so fun. The scenery was just incredible with like heat lightning going on around you.
It was insane.
You can't
heat
beat
lightning.
that.
No.
And there's something about heat lightning that is so romantic.
Especially over the lake.
On a jet ski? Come on.
On a date?
Bro.
Come
it was
on.
so cool. It was
Come
so
on.
cool. So this was one of my highlights for sure.
And I can predict that the comments are gonna roll with like, oh my gosh, you guys were jumping in the water during heat lightning.
Heck yeah.
So
You
let
can't
the comments
not.
roll. Let
You
the
can't
comments
not.
roll. So this next part I'm gonna show you is where you dropped her off. He's actually never seen this part of the episode. We didn't let him watch it.
Never seen this. So this is before the DM.
So this is before you sent the DM,
Okay.
which never came. So
Awesome.
okay. Well, you have until the front steps of your house to receive that DM, and if you don't, this is where we part ways. Cue the montage.
Is there a montage?
Hi, I'm Katie Monzon, and I am well again. I just got a break, so I'm ready to find my Mr. Available.
Shoot, man.
Right?
Get you.
Next
so cool.
episode on Mr. Available.
Oh man, that was in it. Dang, man.
So Kobe's never actually seen that part of the episode. Now,
Do they all have montages?
not all of them have montages, but there are moments that just like really pull and show you how real it really was. Those were real moments for you, right?
Oh, 100%. So I went in super skeptical. The entire time I thought it was a joke. I didn't think that this was anything real. I didn't think that, I mean, because it's you know? And so I wasn't
serious
expecting
at all.
much. And so when I stepped on set for the whole thing and realized that it was like a real thing, I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually happening. And so after the first day of shooting, my mindset shifted towards, okay, let's see if this can actually be something. And so by this time in the whole entire thing, I was in. And so, like, it got me a few times. It did, it really did. And so some of these decisions were really hard for me, and because I don't like hurting people's feelings.
I get it.
And Katie was incredible.
So looking back at this and watching this right now, do you miss this girl? Are you like glad that things went the way that they did? Would you do anything different?
Katie was super cool. I think Katie had an awesome personality, and she was super fun to hang out with. I think that the way that things went were supposed to be the way that they went. So I wouldn't necessarily take anything back with Katie, but Katie is super fun, and I would love to be friends with that girl. I'm not necessarily sad about the way that things went, but I do miss having Katie around.
I mean, after we let her go, she did have a bit of a thing for one of the cameramen.
Oh, she did! Katie! She did! Katie!
She did.
You were there for the wrong reason.
No, she was not.
No, I'm kidding.
No.
She's the wrong person.
No, let me tell you something. Katie is definitely gonna go down as one of my favorites because
Oh, for sure.
she's just like super fun and easygoing and like lighthearted. And when things didn't go well with you, she was like quick to pivot and she was like, hey, well, let me get to know somebody else.
Cody.
Cody's one of our cameramen. So, going back to the questions we asked, Jamlay asked, do you regret any of your decisions?
Yes.
Oh, I mean,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
okay, sounds good. Okay, listen, we've answered a bunch of the fan questions. We'll get back to that in a second. I think that people want to know about Hillary.
Hillary?
Yeah, but before we get there,
Okay.
I have to ask you, because I have yet to ask you this.
Yeah.
What were your top 3 favorite moments of this whole series?
3 favorite moments.
From third to first.
Number 3, my third favorite had to be the day on the lake. Like,
Oh, man.
that was for multiple reasons. Like our good friend Matt Manzari, he has one of the most incredible life testimony stories I have ever heard, and he's just honestly a great friend of ours. Like that was super cool. But also seeing these girls like in my element on the lake, wake surfing, getting out in the lake, just having a blast and having fun. That was so cool to me.
Refreshing.
It was refreshing. It was insane. We had some just fun times.
Number 2, best moments.
Best moments were my date with Nicole.
Oh, let's watch it. This is one of my favorite moments.
Oh, I hate this.
Why do you hate it?
I hate dancing. I hate dancing.
You look really natural.
That's good.
You do. You look natural.
I have a plan. If we get this, it's gonna be the coolest thing
Such a
ever.
vlogger. Wow, it came out. Wow. Carousels are fun, bro.
Such a cool moment. So what does it make you think seeing this now?
That was one of the coolest things ever. You know, I've always dreamed of having a date that's kind of like a fair type of deal. And so just like the lights and how fun it was. And Nicole was like the perfect person for it. She's a big personality. She's fun. She's very easygoing. But all in all, this date with Nicole was one of my second favorite moments just because it was so much fun and it was a dream of mine.
So special. All right, so that was 2.
Ah!
What, do you want to talk about 1?
No, well, yeah, but I know where the questions go with 1.
It's about time you guys talked about it.
So number 1, my favorite moment, and I think we're gonna be reliving those memories, which gets me, is the beach date with Hillary. The only word I can describe that date was surreal. It was just like spontaneous and things went wrong, but you saw the stars in the city and then it turned into something beautiful. And then just like seeing that play out was absolutely incredible.
Why don't we watch it?
Let's do it.
I can see you,
Bro.
brown skin shining in the sun. You got your hair combed back and sunglasses on. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone.
Dang.
Never will forget those nights. Wonder if it was a dream. Remember how you made me crazy.
Right.
Remember how I made you scream. I don't understand what
How you feel about that? If that doesn't evoke emotion in you, something's wrong.
True.
Because that hits. That was my favorite moment of the entire show. And I think that was the one true moment of the show that I actually just forgot that I was filming anything, which is absolutely wild.
It's really hard to forget that you're filming something when there's like 7 cameras around you.
It was so funny because I remember snapping back when we were walking back up and we're just like, oh man, like we're filming. And I think that's what really made me like Hillary, is because none of the other girls, like I actually went into a moment,
Yeah.
you know, except for that moment. And I think that's what set Hillary kind of apart, is when I was with her, it was kind of like I wasn't filming.
So we have a question from Adventures with Jocelyn. Was the show a success? Are you now Mr. Taken? Mr. No longer available.
Mr. Available is still available. So after the show wrapped up and we were done filming, Hillary and I, we kept talking for quite a while afterwards, but she ended up moving up to college, which is about an hour away from where we're at.
Okay.
And I tried multiple times to hang out with her, but things happened with priorities and time and distance kind of made the whole thing a little more frustrating and a little harder to continue on. And I just started seeing different lifestyles playing out. Stuff that I didn't see in the show started to surface. Talking started to slow down and we just had conversations and it just wasn't gonna work out. And then there was a few issues that kind of came up that you were involved in, that I was involved in. And so no, Hillary and I are not still talking or together.
Dang. Do you ever like put yourself back in that mode where you guys were here and it was your focus and think, wow, my life with her, it could have worked?
Yeah, I think that's anybody though, because we were doing the same thing. You know, when she was here, we're filming, we're doing Mr. Available, we're furthering a relationship with each other because that was our focus. When you take yourself out of that situation and you put each other in different places and real life kicks in, it's kind of hard to see that same focus.
Yeah.
And so I just see very different views of life that kind of came out after the show, and that's really where it ended.
Yeah. And I guess I have one more question for you. This one's coming in from Shanti. She said, very simply, was it worth it?
Yeah. Even though it didn't work out with any of the girls, I still see that the show could work. It really emphasized the idea of intentionality with these girls, and I feel like that's really the key. I think it's intentionality after the show which makes things fall apart. But with answering the whole question, was it worth it? 100%. I think you have to give love a shot. I don't think it can be something that you just hope that falls into place, or I hope you just kind of just drops in your lap. I think it has to be something that you chase after. This is where I'll end the question. If I had that much fun with somebody who wasn't my wife, I can't imagine how much fun I'll have with somebody who is my wife.
Wow.
So yeah, it was worth it because it reminds me how much cooler it's gonna be with the person that I am gonna spend my forever with.
Well said.
It was worth it.
Well said.
Thank you.
Great.
I'm very...
I'm sorry, what is that?
Mr. Available almost trended.
Almost. You know what? Maybe
It was
we
right
should.
there.
Maybe we
It
should.
was right there.
Mr. Available.
Season 2 coming hard.
We're gonna almost trend again on Twitter.